Hello, my name is Mr. Leo, and today we'll be drawing a Pikachu. Get your pencil, and then we'll also use a permanent marker. Let's break down Pikachu using simple shapes. Okay, I'm going to do an oval. Nice large oval for its body. And we'll do a circle. And the circle is about maybe 2/3 of its body. So there's an oval and then there's a circle. And then I'm going to make another oval that's going diagonally. See this line? You don't have to do this line, but it just tells you what direction it's going. Another oval for the other arm. So 2 ovals. And then I want thinner ovals on the bottom. These are going to be its feet. One's on the far side. The other one is a little foreshortened. One's kind of in profile. And for the zigzaggy tail, I think it's harder to start with a contour. So instead, I'm going to use line first to figure out the direction of the tail. I think it's something like this. So, and then I'll give it some volume. I think this just gets the tail a bit more proportionate. Because if you start from the outside lines, the contour lines, it gets really wobbly and weird. So, I like it. Maybe I'll extend this foot a little bit. That's the beauty of sketching. We could self-correct as we go, and we could visualize it before we make anything permanent. I'm making these little nubs. They're just like little letter U's for Pikachu's little digits. I don't really know how many there are, maybe 4 or 5. 8, yeah, about 5. And then onto the face. I want the Pikachu to be really chubby. You could see a little bit of its cheeks, so if you go along the circle and on the halfway point, you can kind of curve it out more. That way you can give Pikachu its chubbiness, chubby cheeks. And then you still kind of continue along that circle. For the nose, find the middle on the horizontal and the vertical axis, and you'll find the nose. The nose is just a dot. And then for its mouth, it's like you're making jowls, but you don't connect it to the nose. You just kind of have it hovering there. See? You could decide how wide the smile would be. And then it's important to put a little bit of its little chin here. It doesn't need to connect to the contour lines of the head. And then the eyes, don't put it narrow, don't put it up close because it'll look really creepy. You want it wider, and you could use the cheeks as like the cheeks to the middle the middle part of the nose to figure out where to place your eyes. So it's not quite in the center, it's more slightly closer to the cheeks. So I think if it's wider, it looks kind of cuter. So just some big circles for the eyes. And so it doesn't look soulless, you want another circle on the inside of the eyes to show that it's that shows that the roundness using the highlights. Because if it was just dark pools, then it'll translate like a hole rather than a glassy round orb, which it is. That's what eyes kind of are. It's missing its ears, so for the ears, I'll lightly sketch diagonal lines to show the direction of the ears, and then it's kind of like a leaf, a long leaf shape that leads to the head. I'll do it on the other side as well. Maybe I'll make it a little longer. So that's what it is to be proportionate. You're kind of relating one part to the other. So earlier my ear was too short. I related it to my other ear, and then I kind of corrected it a little bit so it looks a little better. We need the dark patterning on the tips of the ears, so it's just a little curve. You don't want a straight line or that'll flatten the ear. I'll make it a little thicker. The curve makes those ears look round, and then I'll shade it a little bit so you know when we get to the drawing phase. And I'm just shaping up the contour, or pressing a little harder on my contour lines of the tail so I don't get lost when I start tracing. The back of the body right here, I think I want it more curved. And then here I want to choose this foot, 2 lines for the little toes, 2 lines for these ones over here, and then I want it to look fluffy, so I'll round it here, curve it there, and then round it some more over here. This line I'm going to ignore. I want it to taper the body in, so it feels like my Pikachu's at a slight different direction. Maybe not that much now that I see it. I think this line is better. Okay, so that's a Pikachu sketch. And then I'm gonna make the little circles for his cheeks. I forgot that. There, I think it already looks good. Let's get our permanent markers out, our little Sharpies. I'll start in the forehead, and I'm not going to connect these lines. Just gonna have it floating right there to represent the forehead. I'm going to get this ear down here, and I'm not, oh, and then while I'm here, might as well get the design on the ear. On the forehead, I want it to cut in a little bit, but I'm not closing it off, so it feels like the ear is connected to the head. I'm gonna get this slight roundness on the cheek. Again, I'll keep this open, but I will get this little chin here. I keep the lines disconnected so it feels like the head is connected to the Pikachu's body. I'll continue on the opposite side now. I want this line to go further, then I'll draw out the ear real quick. My pen feels smooth today. I'm gonna get Pikachu's eyes. So I kind of drew out the little circle first, so the little circle for the highlight, so I don't color over it. And little nose, those curves for the jowls, roundy cheeks. The electricity comes out of back of it, well, the back of Pikachu. And then the arms, I'm not going to make an oval. I'm just going to start right here at the armpit and here on the top of the arm. And then I'm going to put those little nubs that represent Pikachu's fingers. I'll do the same on the opposite side. So thumb, pointer, middle, index, pinky, and then up. Oh, I want it out more. Then I'll continue the side of the body. See, you get to choose which lines you want. Ignore the rest because you could erase it later. I'm gonna show the foot real quick. I don't want straight lines, I want curved lines. For the toes, let's do the bottom of the Pikachu. I want to kind of continue it further, and then I don't like this foot, so I'll just extend it more. And then again, curved lines for its feet. Let's go ahead and get the tail. So it's pretty straightforward. We have it sketched out, so it's easy to draw out the contour lines at this point. There, and color in this area. in this area. And maybe I'll give it a little bit of a shadow. And then there. This is a Pikachu. Fun. Yeah, I just watched Detective Pikachu. And I really liked it, so that's today's inspiration. All right, keep practicing, guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye.